Hello there. It is your mom of three in NYC, and I am back with another video. Yay! If this is your first time on my channel, welcome. Come on in. The door's wide open. My name is Taneza. I'm the mother of three darling children living in the heart of New York City. I personally would love it if you join my YouTube family, my tribe, and all you have to do is hit a single button. Hit a single button that says subscribe down below. If you are already a tribe member, my YouTube family, thank you for your support. Please make sure that your post notifications are turned on so that you never, ever miss a video. Apologies for the weird shadows. I've tried to make it as good as I can. You've clicked on a video. Season 7, episode 20, Married at First Sight UK edition. Let's just jump into it. So this week, tribe, is the week of homestays. Another difference between Married at First Sight US and Married at First Sight UK. We don't do this in Married at First Sight. We don't do this. I'm part of it. Married at First Sight US does not do homestays. This week, Shanita and Jordan, they're going to go to Darlington to visit Jordan's family. I said it was cute. Jordan serenades Shanita, which I think is adorable, and it's kind of like a townhouse / condo-esque. Bachelor pad, not very decorated, but super cute. The bed, just enough room. There's just enough room. I thought it was a super cute little home. Jenna and Zoe, it is Jenna's week. They go to Blackpool. What I thought was so interesting and amazing was that Jenna had some non-vegan items for Zoe in the refrigerator. So I thought that was super thoughtful. And I know it can't be easy for Jenna, who's that's her lifestyle is part of who she is. And the fact that she did that for Zoe was 10 out of 10. Thoughtful. April and George, they go to Malvern, to George's home. They didn't show us the home itself, but the grounds, the lushness, the greenery, the trees. It just seems like a respite. That's what I got, respite. Good SAT word. Like a country home. It seemed so relaxed. It just seemed wonderful. It really, really did. Keisha and Kwame, they go to East London. They go to a park. Yep. It's Kwame's week, by the way. It's Kwame's week. Yep, it's his week. They go to a park. They don't go to his home. No. And when asked why, Kwame says that he's a private person. But I have in my notes, last episode number 19, you thought you were ready to leave the experiment. You're ready to leave the experiment and face the outside world, yet you can't have your wife, who you married at first sight, meet your family at your home? Make that make sense, Kwame, because I'm confused, personally. Me, Taneza, I'm confused. And Keisha had every right to be annoyed, because here she is opening up her life and herself to you, and you cannot reciprocate because you're a private person. I, Taneza, think that you didn't tell your family you were on this show, period. I, Taneza, believe you didn't tell your ex-wife or your 2 daughters or your parents or your siblings that you were married at first sight. You told your 3 bros who came to your wedding, whom y'all had met for dinner that night. I'm sorry, I'm getting passionate. I just think you gotta be fair. I like fairness. I like being just. And I feel like Kwame hedged his bets. And he may have his reasons why he hedged his bets. He may have his reasons why he didn't bring his family into this. All I'm saying is you need to reciprocate the same efforts that your spouse is making. Sophie and Jonathan, they go to Jonathan's stomping ground in Shelby. Jonathan said he feels calmer just being there. He's more himself. He's more comfortable. Jenna and Zoe meet with Jenna's mom and sister. Jenna actually has a business in Blackpool that she cannot leave. And that's another issue that I feel the UK couples have. These couples live as much as 4 hours away from each other. And so after the experiment where they integrate their lives, like, that's a lot. Whereas what I've seen, and there have been, I believe, 16 seasons of Married at First Sight US, they're from the same city. Locals. So when you do merge two households, they are locals. And it's a lot. It's a lot that after 8 weeks, you have to pick up and move your entire life. But you signed up for it, right? I mentioned Jenna has a business that she cannot leave that is based in Blackpool. Zoe can take her job elsewhere. I believe she works in construction, but she likes where she works. And you can tell that Zoe is genuinely stressed by this. Like, her leg is shaking the entire conversation. Because yes, she can work elsewhere, but she likes her team, she likes the location, her family is there. Whitney and Matt. They stress me out. And I'm not going to be stressed out by them. I'm not. I'm just going to read my notes, because if I don't, I'll be talking here on a soapbox for the next 3 hours. So I'm going to stick to my notes. Whitney and Matt. According to the experts, there was a disrespect to both the experts and the experiment because they were both still coupled. Matt is still married to Gemma. Whitney is still married to Duca. You both broke the code. The male expert cannot endorse them returning to the experiment. And I was like, yes, stand for something. Yes. The very next sentence out of the expert's mouth, how are you going to convince me otherwise? What? Y'all, are you serious? He said, oh, and then I was like, you know what? They're going to let him back in. That's it. According to the experts, they can see the light in Whitney. According to the experts, they are a strong match scientifically on paper, but the experts are disappointed in the way it has happened. The experts say that they are willing, positive, yes, to allow Whitney and Matt back into the experiment as a dating couple, not married. I have so much to say about this. I have so much to say. I just am thankful that Duca and Gemma aren't here to witness this. But again, like, this may be my last review of the UK, you guys. If they're willing to do this, this may be my last time reviewing the show. Thomas and Adrian, they meet with Katie and another friend of Adrian's. They were able, it seemed, in this meal during having cocktails, they were able to hash out the wedding reception drama. Remember that during the wedding reception, while Adrian and Thomas have just met, you have Adrian's friend Katie, like, literally third degree on Thomas. Like, every question in the book, fire, rapid, one after another. And initially, Thomas was like answering the questions, but then it's like, I just met my husband. Like, can I talk to him, please? And again, Katie was just being an overprotective friend. And so the fact that they're getting on so well now has been a good sign for Katie. Shanita and Jordan. Jordan's mom, I heard her. She tells embarrassing childhood stories to Shanita. Keisha and Kwame, as I mentioned before, they meet with his friends. He calls his brothers, AKA, according to me, the only people that know about this. On everything I love, I promise you. Kwame's ex-wife, his two daughters, his parents, nor his siblings know about him being married at first sight. On everything I love. He considers these guys his bros. They go out to eat. According to Kwame, Keisha puts him on the spot and questions him because he has never told her how he feels about her. And she keeps it 100% real with him. Sophie and Jonathan meet with Jonathan's mom. Thomas and Adrian, like I mentioned before, Kate is really relieved to see that both Thomas and Adrian are in a good place individually and together. The question is, we mentioned before that Adrian takes care of Thomas and Thomas needs care, but who's gonna take care of Adrian? She hopes that there is a happy ending. April and George, they have a meal with his mom and stepdad. They have lunch at their home. And George's mom is really transparent to April, like, please don't hurt him. Like, everyone is sensitive to the trauma that he has endured. April tries to reassure, probably not just his mother and his stepdad, but George as well, that I will never ever hurt George. You have nothing to worry about. I promise you this. And it's really, really awesome, I thought, to see that April genuinely enjoys the country because she considers herself a city girl. All right, tribe, that concludes the recap for Married at First Sight UK edition, season 7, episode 20. I'll see you in our next review. Bye for now.